All right, welcome to Be the Sniper or Be the Target. This is another webinar about how to be the sniper and not the target when you're trading. It's your choice. Make it today. Check us out at apexinvesting.com. If you want to join for free, we have a free trial for 30 days, and the next 30 days is only $1 at apexinvesting.com/bootcamp. If you're looking for funding and needing money to trade, check out apexinvesting.com/funding to learn how to get a funded account where you don't have to be the one that takes the risk. And if you're looking for automation, check out apexinvesting.com/automate. Now, with any financial presentation, got to throw up the disclosure. Trading involves risk, not suitable for everybody. Make sure you know what you're doing before you do it. Okay? So, I want to talk about accounts being funded. We're also going to go into the TBS or the third bar Sling trade tonight. So who would like to learn about the third bar Sling trade? Awesome. We're going to talk about that, and we're also going to review the chart today, okay? All right, and there's only, sometimes there's like 10 of these things in a day. Sometimes there's only one or two in a day. But you only need one or two. They're pretty sweet trades. So we had one today. So account funding. We already have traders that have hit their profit goals. So let's see here. Just replies. Who's already hit their profit goals on the account funding? Already hit your $3,000 profit goal. I know we got a few of you. So there we go. We got Mark. We got Paul's working on it. We got Frank. Sweet. Yeah, Robert's just starting. Doug's halfway there. More than halfway, Jeff. Good job. Heinz gotten it. Third of the way there for Randy. Robert's third of the way there. Marvin's just starting. So sweet. That's awesome. Y'all keep it up. We got a lot of traders that have already hit their profit goals. We have traders that have already got funded. Okay? So, you definitely want to keep going. And, with margins being as high as they are, you really need this right now. And remember, 3 a day and done. 3 a day. 3 a day. And done. So that is your big focus with the getting funded, really with trading period, but especially with the funding. And 3 AD. So once you hit your profit goal, move to micros for trading. Okay? Then when you're done, you submit it to Lilu. You stop trading when you've hit 10 trading days. And yes, Sunday counts as a trading day if you place a trade on that day. So when you've hit 10 days of trading, stop trading. And then email questions@lulutrading.com with your account number and say that you have hit your funding goal and it's been 10 days. They will send you back instructions, okay? So if you want to learn more about funding, go to apexinvesting.com/funding. Like I said, the margin levels are high. Their initial margin, instead of being $500, the S&P requires $13,200 to place a trade right now. $13,000 instead of $500. Micros, instead of 50, $1,320 a contract. For some of you, you have to get funded because you don't have the funds to trade the initial margin requirements. So, you definitely want to take advantage of this funding so you don't have to worry about that. I mean, am I right? Like, a lot of y'all don't have the funds. Say a majority probably don't have the funds to be trading initial margins. Is that accurate? So this is really something you want to be, and why do you think they're that high? Because volatility is crazy. Did you see that 50-point move in ES today, 100-point move in NQ? Like right near the end of the day in just seconds? That's why margins are so high. And, even with having a large account, it can make it harder to trade. So this is definitely the time to go and check out Nadex. Not Nadex. Somebody just wrote Nadex. What about Nadex? Nadex, the premiums are going to be really high. So, except for your touch brackets. So, you could go do touch brackets. But unless you're going to trade Nadex at $1 a tick, if you want to trade full-size contracts, then you're going to want to do the funding option. Okay? So, I want to just show you just how visual of a difference this is. Instead of $500, 13,200, or instead of $50, 1,320. And so Todd, and this is a good lesson. Todd's a great guy. He had to do a reset because he didn't switch to micros after being up before, like this. So, now he's at $54,498 and on micros until he hits it. Okay, so be like Todd and go to micros. Don't be like Todd and have to do a reset because you hit your profit goal and they didn't have to do it. And total props to Todd for putting this out there. He's trying to put this lesson up because he wants y'all to learn it. So I wanted to share that lesson with you. That's from our Facebook group. So, and if you're not in our Facebook group, you are missing out. Okay, we put all sorts of stuff in there. There's all sorts of Q&A going on all the time inside the group. So join our group. I'm going to go ahead and post it right now. And you ought to be able to see that come through. So go ahead and join our Facebook group, and that way you don't miss out on bonus videos, lessons, things like that are in there. Zachary was just hit his $3,000 target. This was last week, so he ought to be funded by now. And we had another Cameron. Also, he got funded. So I don't know where the slide went, but I had a slide of Cameron getting funded. Where did it go? It disappeared on me. Okay, well, and Cameron, he got funded. So congratulations, Cameron, for being funded already. And he got his thing. Let's see if I can actually... I think he put it inside of our group. See if he posted it in here, if I can find it. Also, packets are done and are going to be dropped off in the mail in the morning. So my kids worked for anybody who was registered for the Fort Worth attendance at the Apex Live event. We have all the stuff going out. The signs, the marker boards, the calendars, the t-shirts, everything. Pins, poker chips, all that's going on out. But, yeah, Cameron had it on here somewhere. May have lost it already. The post, I mean. But, let's see here. I know I saw his posts lurking around. Anyways, all I know is he posted it, and he posted a screenshot of his stuff where he had got funded. And so really want to, challenge y'all to take advantage of that program. And now I want to dive into third bar slings. So this is a third bar sling setup. Okay, it is really simple. All right, so it was really simple. And yeah, by the way, a reminder here, David says, make sure you choose the investor account, not the accelerator account. And I agree with him. When you get funded, you're going to have a choice between investor and accelerator. Just trust me, you want the investor, okay? So we can go into a long talk about it, but the simple short answer is you want the investor. All right, so third bar swings, TBS. You may have heard about these inside the room. All right, everybody in here knows what a trapped X box is, right? We got a red box with a blue thing inside of it. Okay, everybody got that? Everybody following along so far? I mean, this is really simple. Okay, everybody got a mini magnet? One of these little, beigeish white lines? All right, so we got to have a trapped X box with a mini magnet. We got to have a wick of at least 2 ticks. That's the sling. Okay, it can be bigger, but no less than 2 ticks. And guess what bar it has to be on after the reversal? The third bar after. That's right, the third bar after the reversal. Okay? So, obviously, it's a third bar swing. So, third bar swing is a trapped X box with a mini magnet. Now, I want to give y'all a homework assignment because I'm looking into this as well. And Stephanie just asked about the exact same thing. Is can it be a paw on the third bar swing? So I'm noticing a lot of those working lately. So here is a homework assignment for you. One is go through and try to find third bar swings with mini magnets, but two, find them with pause and see how many work. Just like look over the past 2 weeks and see how many worked. Okay? We'll even look at some today whenever we do the chart reviews. Okay? Does that sound good? Now, the official rule is a mini magnet. The official rule is a mini magnet. But I'm giving y'all a homework. I gave y'all a homework assignment last week. And some of y'all did that homework assignment and you've made more money because of it. Okay? My homework assignment this week for you is trapped X box with a mini magnet. Often they will go more than your 2 bars. We usually go for 2 bars of profit, right? So, 8 ticks or 10 ticks below. That's whatever 2 bars is, depending on your bar size. So on ES, we'd be going for 8 ticks minimum. Often, now say 8 ticks from the low. So that may be 7 ticks from your entry, okay? So when that happens, you get in 1 tick below, your stop's right above, take profit is 7 ticks lower, okay? If you're on NQ, we're doing like 10 tick bars, your take profit will be like 9 ticks lower, okay? So now, one of the examples we talked about was, I said, go do some homework. And somebody's already starting early on their homework. Stephanie is. So if you look on this screenshot, there's a trapped X box with a paw print on the 3rd bar with a 2-tick wick. And look at that. It takes off. Okay? How do y'all like that? And that was not on purpose. I did not even notice the one on the left whenever I got the screenshot. So does that make sense? These are the 2 things you're looking for that I want you to go back and do homework to look for these trades. How many times has a trade market reversed on you and you're like, I wish I could have got into that, but you didn't have the right setup for the Xbox. DR didn't line up or divergence didn't line up or whatever, but it took off and these are there. Okay? Let's see, somebody said no, 2058 was not one. It did not have a trapped Xbox. It just had a trapped. Okay. So, remember, we got to have a trapped Xbox with a paw on it. Okay? And then we can also look for, as homework, look for trapped Xboxes with, we got to have a trapped Xbox with a mini magnet on it. As homework, we can look for trapped Xboxes with a paw on them, okay? So we are working on the automation for it as well, all right? We've actually already built a detector. So I'll let y'all know more about that as we get closer to releasing it, okay? All right, so let's do a little chart review. Let's make sure I'm on today. Today, I like to make things current. And we start our day off at 9:35, right? So let's fast forward here to 9:35. Okay, so now let's just look at the day and look at the trades. See how it went. So market was falling this morning. Started bouncing back up. We got a trapped X box right there. Do we take that trade short? A trapped X box means trapped orders with an X box. So you can't just have the trap, can't just have the box, got to have trapped X box. Yeah, you got double clusters. You're going against DR. It's a naked. Actually, it would be an enhanced trade, but you got double clusters, right? It's an ETX because you got a paw here and a paw here, but you got double clusters. Okay? Those are, the yellow things are clusters. 2 of those means don't do the trade. Okay? All right, so just reinforcing some of those things. All right, we got a long right here. So naked long lines up with DR. Do we take the trade? So right here, got a TX with a trapped order. With the trap deck, with a third bar sling, you do not need DR confirmation. Yes, we do take the trade, and it is profitable. We called that out this morning, and it won. All right, we got another long. Trapped X box, lining up a DR. Do we take the trade? Yes, we do. And if we measure the trade, we go forward anyway. But let's measure it. Okay, we got a high of 27.79.75 and a high of 27.31.75. The trade hit its take profit. As a reminder, what do you do if it hits your take profit and doesn't fill? What do you need to do right away? Close the trade. Exactly. So far, we haven't had a third bar sling. So there's been no third bar slings popping up. All right, so we're going through. This ought to be a pretty fast night because y'all are getting this down. But we like to bring little bonus lessons to you each time. So right here, we got a trapped X box. Okay. Based on just the trapped X box. Hold on, let me get rid of that. Would we take the trade? Is it an ETX? Well, let's see. 27.38.75, 27.38. That's 3 ticks away. 27.38.75, 27.39.25. So yes, it is an ETX. So since it's an ETX, we can take it. It also, the OPR trade that we teach in the Apex Live event, it was an OPR trade as well. So like I said, we're working on automating that. You can see the little red dot. You can see the detector down here saying, hey, it's an OPR trade, which is OP rejection trade. And again, if you don't know about that, check out the Apex Live Sharpshooter course. So with all that, it still didn't work, right? Did we have that trade? Did we take that loss this morning? Yes. Okay. So I like to be very transparent and full of integrity, show you the wins, show you the losses, right? So sometimes everything lines up. It was coil chop, but you didn't know it was coil chop until after the fact. So because it went up, down, and then up, right? So it hurts a little bit, but you just move on, right? Okay, now we got another OP rejection trade that actually happened right here. Okay. And that one was profitable. Okay, so the very next OP rejection trade was profitable. And OP rejection is when you look at the OP chart, there's really low volume on the OP bar. So if we go look at 955.43, and let me scroll this back to 954. So right there, see how we had like really high volume? We got like 73 contracts, 340 contracts, 135 contracts. And then right here, even below it, we have 178 contracts on this level, 100, 146, but then we just got 6. Nobody has OP rejection detector, Vladimir. So it's in alpha testing. So do y'all see that difference? Do y'all see that 73, 340, 136? And then even here we have high numbers and then 6. Like, does that just stand out to you that like the market's like, yeah, just 6 orders. Nope, we don't see the DOM. We don't use the DOM to see OPR. And then down it goes. Okay. And as you can see, that trade right there, says mark that little red dot. We got the detector going that we're testing right now. And it worked. Okay. Did we call that one out this morning? Yes. That's how it goes. All right. We got a short trade here. Do we take it? No. Could it possibly work? Could the trade end up working out? Are you going to be okay if it works out and you don't get it? Yes. Okay, so let's see what happens. Worked out. It's okay. It was against DR. There was no reason to take the naked Xbox. Now we got a long. Can we take this long trade? Like, what do y'all think? You could take it. I mean, it's range bound, all that. I'd be careful having a Paul right there and a Paul right there. So you have OD. So what would be, and I just want to line you up. If this happens, what is a smart move once it, say, like hits this Paul or passes this Paul? What do you think you should do? Just move it to break even. Yeah, be like, okay, if it hits this, it may just turn around. So that would be like a good reason just to tighten it up. You don't just got to take profit, but you can tighten it up, right? So let's see, it goes. All right, so, hey, we tighten it up. Goes again. And let's see, 27, 73, 50, 75. So it was one tick short of our take profit. So with that double paw, good reason to tighten up to break even. You got 4 ticks on that trade. Good. But do y'all see that? And that's what I wanted, to do in the walkthroughs is to make sure y'all are seeing a lot of the stuff that I'm seeing. Okay, we got a long way down here after this big long run. Would that be a wise trade to take? Work or not work doesn't matter. Would it be a wise trade to take? No. You're just fighting a very strong, clean trend. Pops up. Now we got a short. Okay, going with the trend. It's underneath the levels. Doesn't really have much in its way. Is that a trade that we'd want to take? We got a short Xbox with a trapped order and a paw print underneath the mini magnet, lining up with the trend that we've been going in the direction. Load on up. Okay, trade profitable. Here we go. Y'all are getting this down. Like I said, this may end up being a short webinar tonight. Okay, we got another long down here. We have the exact same amount of OD and pretty far away. Do we take a long going against the trend? We don't even have divergence, really. I mean, it's the exact same number. The exact same strength. Y'all see that? Like the exact same. Okay, so again, we don't go against the trend. There's nothing there. And even if that was an ETX, we're not going to go against a strong trend, even on an ETX, right? So on an ETX, if it's a strong trend like this, you're not going to fight it, okay? I'd say there's not DR because the last dip right there, you're still going higher. I'm not fighting this strong of a trend. Does that make sense? See how clean that trend is? I mean, there's barely any wicks on this trend. Yeah, don't get in front of a freight train, okay? Don't be so... I want to counter trend trade. You know, that's one of the top reasons people lose is they counter trend, counter trend, counter trend. All right, now we got another trade. Now there is a mini magnet Nepal in the way. Okay. So we got that to consider. But we're going with a strong trend. But there's not a stack. You don't have a stack in front of you. There you go. That's something that somebody just said, and I'm very good. This gives you more oomph. You got the ETX, okay? Because it's a mini magnet right on a ZOI. So you got your trapped X box. It's an enhanced trapped X box because it has that mini magnet right on top of a ZOI. That thing is going to go. And it goes. See that? I mean, it blew through all of that. Okay? So it wasn't just a matter of just being two things. It was an ETX with the trend off of a ZOI. So there was a lot going for that trade, and it was able to blow through all that stuff. And it did it in a matter of 3 minutes. All right. Let's see here. We got a long right there. Again, we've been in this strong downtrend. Are we going to fight it? I can't tell if there's OD or not, but are we going to fight it even if there was? If you had OD, would you still want to fight this strong of a trend? This thing has been crashing down. No. Like, yes, I love OD, but oh my gosh, when it's just crashing, like, don't step in front of it. You get a short. Do you take it? And we've been taking them so far, right? Okay, so now there is a little bit of a on here. We got stacks and we got coil chop. Right? So this might not be the wisest trade to take. We may be coming to close to the end of the run. You see what I'm saying? We got, you know, deviation, we got paw, we got a wall, we got a ZOI, and we have coil chop. Down, up, down. Down bar, up bar, down bar. That's coil chop. Okay, if you know this bar closed down, and you know this bar closed up, and you're looking at a short, do you have to wait for the short to close down to know that it's going to be coil if it does close down? Or do you know if it does close down, that's going to be coil chop? Right? So you don't have to wait for the bar to close down to know down close, up close. Well, down close would equal coil, right? So now it may close up and not be coil chop, but if I'm going to take a short, it would have to be coil chop. So therefore, no, I'm not going to take the trade. It works against probabilities, right? It's a possibility trade. And now things start reversing on us. All right, so now we get a long over here at about 10:18 or so. And we get a long trade here. We got long DR, so naked Xbox long. Do we take it? Take it for 8. There we go. Trade was profitable. Now we get a naked Xbox short. Do we take it? No. Definitely not. It works, but who cares? I don't want possibilities, I want probabilities. And that one ran, didn't it? But it's okay. By the way, this right here was an OP rejection trade. Little green dot right there. Detector picked it up. So let's see, let's look at it. 1023. So we got 25, 60, 35, 29, 57. Right above we got a 51, 120, and then just 7. Do we take that trade? Yes. Are we worried about DR or any of the other stuff? Somebody said yes, 30 contracts. No. All right, so yes, we take the trade. And it is profitable. Okay. OD detector's getting a little better there, isn't it? Starting to get our OPR down. Okay, now we got a long right here going against the trend. Do we take the trade? Got some yes, 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 yes. Mostly yeses. We got OD divergence and we got OP rejection. So we got divergence, right? We got 15,000 and 3,700. And notice it's on a lower low. That's the divergence. Doing two different things. It's going down and then it keeps going down and now it's going slower with less. Okay? So let's look at the rejection trade over here. What is this? 1025, 39, 84, 19, 120. Right above here, we got 162, 68, and then 4. Do you see that? Do y'all see that OP rejection? Boom. It rejects the price and takes off. That's always the next question, isn't it? Right now, you can watch the OP standard chart. We're working on it. Okay? I like to make sure it is working fantastic before I hand it out. But I want to show you that it is working. All right, let's do a little bit more. We got a short right here. Naked Xbox going into green DR. Do we take it? No. Trade would have won, but again, possibility, not probability. All right, we got a long going with DR. Do we take it? I got some people saying nope, nope, nope. Some yeses. You got a mini magnet and 2 paws in the way. That is considered a stack. Oh, we had another OPR trade that I missed. But first, let me finish this one up. So we got a paw and 2 mini magnet, or 2 paws and a mini magnet in the way. So no, we do not take it. Also, what is it? What is the other reason we do not take it? Even if we didn't have that stuff in the way. There you go. Somebody said it. Aren't you in a coil also? Yes. Coil chop. Just don't take the trade. Okay? But we had another. Let's see. No, that wasn't OPR. That was a ZOI detector. Okay. All right. Now we got a long over here at 1033. Okay? We got some pretty nasty stuff we're coming into. We got a ZOI, a paw, and then a double stacked ZOIs again. And there you go. And we got coil chop again. See that? Up, down. If this bar closes up, we're in coil chop. Might work out, might not. Does not work out. Aren't we glad we didn't take the coil chop trade? Okay, that saved us some money right there, right? All right, we got a short. We're in coil chop. We're going against DR. Do we take the trade? No. We got a short over here. At 10, I don't know, what is that, 40 or so? We got a short right there. It is a naked X box. It's literally you're taking the trade like at the mini magnet. You got plenty of room and you're going with DR. It could work, but we're coiling. Right? Down, up, down. That one worked. Those things are like 50-50. They're just not worth it. Okay? Now we got a long. There's no OD because it didn't make a lower low. Are we taking that trade? So you would not take it based on that, but you could possibly take it based on OPR. Right? So if we go and look at OPR, let's see here. And not every OPR trade is going to work, so I want to show you the good and the bad. So it came down. Now notice this. Check out this OPR trade. Okay? 15, 8, 27, 6. Is that near as big as what we were seeing on the other OPR trades? Okay, so is it an OPR by definition? Like it had bigger numbers. Okay? Dropped down, but like did it massively drop? Did it have like huge numbers, then a little bitty one? Okay, so our OP, and I want to show you this because I want you to go two things. One, just because the detector's there doesn't mean you don't need to pay attention to it. Okay? So do you think you should still be paying attention to the numbers, even with the detector there? Yeah. Okay? So you can make all the rules you want, but at the end of the day, you need to pay attention to it. Okay? And that's why I want to show you a trade that doesn't work. All right? So that way you don't just go, oh, it's an OPR, it's going to win every time. Because I know how y'all are. So just compare those to the previous ones I showed you. And we're working on what those threshold values are going to be. All right, we got a long here. Do we take it? Double clusters, no trade. Now we have OD divergence, so some people would say take the trade. So sometimes I do, but I only do those on audibles, right? So only when I'm calling them should that be done. So double clusters, no trade. May have made it by a tick, but may have lost it by a tick. All right, we got another long. We can't see if it's a double cluster or not, but it is an OPR trade. Do we want to go look at the details on the OPR trade? So this one we got a little bit bigger numbers, but still not like in the hundreds. 47, 39, 36, 90, 56. Not near as big as the ones we looked at earlier. Okay? So still not huge differences. And so that's what you're gonna. That's why we haven't released it yet, because we're working on trying to figure out the ratios to put in there. So let's see. Nope. That's ZOI detector. There's an OPR right there. So again, we'll go back and we'll look at those in more detail, like maybe in the next webinar. Okay? But y'all are getting the idea. But now you see also why we don't release things right out of the gate. Okay? So, again, that's something we went over in detail in the live event. And we're working on the detector right now. We're just working on the visible stuff. Do you take this short right here, going into a mini magnet and a ZOI as a naked X box without DR lining up with coil chop? Do we take it? Okay, y'all are saying no. Seems to be the overwhelming response. Should you have taken it? Did y'all do the homework assignment from last week? It is a mini magnet. That doesn't make it... That's still naked. It has to have a mini magnet, a paw, or a ZOI, or an eye block within 2 ticks to be enhanced. It doesn't... Like, it has to have a paw or mini magnet and a TX and a trapped TX, and it has to have another mini magnet, paw, or a ZOI. Cluster on the bar before doesn't mean anything, but that does mean something if you did some of your homework. Who did the homework from last week? Rich did the homework. Robert did it. I like homework because it makes me money. You know how much homework I've done to be the trader I am? This is a coil chop breakout trade. Go back and watch the video from Thursday. I gave you a homework assignment. It said go back and look at every time there is a trapped X box with a mini magnet on the 3rd bar of coil chop and see how often it breaks out. We had somebody go back and look at like the last week and they found like 10 of them. Guess what? 9 out of 10 won. 9 out of 10 won. So this is what would be known as our special elevator breakout. Right here. Yes, with a cluster on that bar or the bar before. Okay? So if you didn't do your homework, you didn't make that money. Go back and do the homework. Go back and look for those trades. I want you to not just trust me. I want you to do more than trust me. I want you to have confidence in the trade. And the best way you're going to have confidence, all you got to do is scroll back on the chart and just go through one bar at a time like I'm doing right now. Right? All right. Let's see here. Hey, 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay, so do we take this trade? It's not a number 4. Or is it a number 4? Nope, because it'd have to have a star to be a number 4. So it's not a number 4. But it is a divergent trade. The price is close. We haven't been in a super strong downtrend, as you can see with DR going up and down. That's not OPR. This is a ZOI detector up here. The OPR is the second line. So we got the enhanced. Sorry. We got the trapped Xbox with the lower low, with the OD being about a third the volume has the last leg. I'm not worried about the ZOIs. I'm not worried about any of this stuff. I'm just looking at this. Trapped Xbox, reversal bar, lower low, with divergence being much lower. The numbers on top of the bricks are called low volume score, and they're used for setup 4 and 5. So once you get down to setup 4 and 5, you'll understand those, and then you'll be able to use those to help you give confirmation on other trades you take. Basically, a number lower than 13 is a additional confirmation for a reversal. All right, so you take it. One person said take it to the mini magnet. It actually went right to the mini magnet. That was the take profit. So that would have been a good point to place your take profit as well. All right, we got a long right here. It's naked. It's going with DR. Do we take it? No. Coil chop. Up. Down. Up. And it's going right into double mini magnets. No. It made it. But probabilities versus possibilities. Okay. Got one last trade for you. There, y'all got it. Third bar Sling. Look at that. Y'all see it? Third bar. Trapped Xbox with the mini magnet. It's a third bar. At least a 2-tick wick. Trapped Xbox with a mini magnet. Take it to go, please. Yeah, and coming off of a ZOI crash on top of that. Where the two different ZOIs crashed into each other. And look at this, we even got a little detector we're working on for third bar slings. See that? Third bar swings are not a reversal bar. The entire definition of it is a third bar continuation bar only on the third bar after reversal, being third bar, with a trapped Xbox and a mini magnet. Take it on the close of the bar, yeah, because you're not going to know it's going to be an up close bar until the bar closes. What about the big buoy bar? That's only one thing. We don't stop because of one thing. Unless there's like barely anything on the chart. And third bar swings have a habit of doing that. Think y'all might start to... You only need one or two of those a day. Right? Get one of those, and I mean, they can take off. Those are what Lori sits and waits for. Those are her one and dones. Yeah, we'll worry about how to move things around. Once again, I like having the detectors up on certain things because I want to see it. Yep, you'll get it on NQ and all that stuff. We'll go into rollout. Right now, we're just, again, we're going through testing of these detectors. Trying to get all the trades that we have with detectors on them. I mean, we're able to pull the OP data out and then apply it to a detector indicator. So Gabe is rocking it on this stuff. Y'all got to tell him thank you. Right now, you need to do that manually. Once the detector is released, then it would be possible to do it with automation. And that is our third bar sling of the day. Good way to end right there. So did y'all pick up some little tips? Did it reinforce some good habits today? You could have it take profit or you could let it run. So that's up to you. So simple, short webinar. Didn't go on and on. But we reviewed some good trades. You got down third bar sling. And then you got to see there's one right there that just took off. Yeah, definitely identify that coil chop. That really saved your bacon today. So anybody who didn't have a good day, I guarantee you it was because of coil chop. Right? Would y'all agree with that? I mean, we still called it a loss. Maybe 2 losses in the day. But lots of wins, and we avoid a whole lot of losses. Somebody said they're 90% better, I believe, with avoiding coil chop. Somebody wants me to look at a 144 and a 230 trade. I'll do that, and then we'll wrap it up. Let's see here. Skipping a lot of other valid trades, but I'm going the wrong way. Let's see. 144. Nope. That would not be because it doesn't have a trapped Xbox. It needs to be trapped. $230. That's 130. Again, gotta be trapped Xbox with a mini magnet. Now, go back and what is the homework assignment? You'll say, I want to see what, 144? No, there's nothing at 144. Go look at third bar slings with mini magnets, and they'll go look at third bar slings with pause. Okay? 22 out of 23 third bar slings have been profitable in the past week. Is that worth you going back and looking at? I mean, seriously, is that worth the homework? Okay. So let's come back. Let's talk about homework. And then speaking of homework, on Thursday, we are making the announcement for the winner of the 90-day challenge. Y'all submitted them already? The people who submitted them by Friday? I got to have a chance to go over them. I've been trading all day today. Haven't had a chance. I'm going through them. And then we are picking a winner on Thursday night's webinar. Okay? Have y'all registered for Thursday night's webinar yet? Okay, now another thing that's been going on is we've been very... Have y'all been in the room? We've had like 300 and something people in the room, 330, 40 people in the room at a time. Like we've been calling out trades in the morning, calling out trades in the evening. So y'all want to be inside the elite room. We're calling out trades. I'm giving feedback. Y'all like this stuff? Think about how valuable it is live. Okay? Not just looking back at the day, but seeing it live together. And help each other. Even when I'm not there, like it's amazing. I sit back and because I'm doing other stuff on the side when I'm not talking in the room. And I see y'all. Oh, no, there's coil chop right there. And y'all are like warning each other. There's double clusters. Don't take that trade. Like it's awesome. So make sure you are inside the elite room. I know some of y'all have had issues getting inside the elite room before. Okay? If you can't get in the room, if for some reason it's not coming up, don't just not get in the room. Like, call us. If you call our number at 888-946-2739 and you hit extension 3, Kathy will help you get in the room. Okay? So, we'll help you. All right? Don't just, like, not get in the room. But you definitely want to be in there. Like I said, I was calling trades tonight. Did y'all get the text? I sent out a text for everybody. And then I got something else for you. Let me see here. I got to bump somebody out of a... Okay. I need to show you something because I have a gift. I've ordered 1,000. Okay? Of this gift. When I say gift, that means giving. So what I need you to do, because I'm going to be mailing this gift to you, okay? Because some people are so jealous about the live event people getting this, is I want you to go in here and go to your profile, okay? And I want you to update your profile with your address and your phone number, because I'm going to be sending out... That shows you how to get it, but go to your profile, update your address in your profile. I'm going to be sending out the dry erase boards with the 3 sniper stuff on it. I'll show you what they look like on Thursday for those who haven't seen it. And I'm going to be sending out the poker chips that we have for the all-in live event, the trading well probability versus the gambling possibility poker chips. So I ordered 1,000 of these to go out so we can send them to everybody because I think it's important that everybody has these in their hand to focus on the 3 for 3. Okay? So can everybody go in and update their profile so I'm not sending them to the wrong address? Like, I'm buying them, I'm paying for them, I'm shipping them to you, I'm not charging you anything extra. I don't care if you're on a free trial, I'm sending it to you. Okay? I think it's that important. Everybody else, you should be getting yours within a few days. All of them are packaged up and they're going in the mail tomorrow. Anybody who was registered for the Fort Worth live event, and of course a lot more stuff with it. But I'm going to be sending these, but I need y'all to go to your profile under account and make sure your phone number and your address is updated, or I can't, because I'm going to send it to there either way. I don't know if it's updated or not. So if you want to get it, then make sure that you do update your profile. Make sure you have an updated address and an updated phone number, okay? But I talked to John about that today, and I'm always talking to John, and John's talking to me, and we're always like, what can we do to help people be more successful? And I think this is something that's just going to really help y'all a lot. And I'll show you what they look like, in case you don't know, on the webinar on Thursday. But we put in the order today. It'll take like 2 weeks to get here, okay? But we're going to go ahead and get the packaging ready, the shipping ready, the printing labels ready, all that stuff. So it'll take 2 weeks before they show up, because we literally just ordered them this afternoon. And then we'll send them right out. But so it may be 3 weeks, till they go out. But we're going to get them all together, and we're going to ship them out. I just think that they should be in everybody's hands. And so I'm like, hey, John, let's buy these. Let's buy like 1,000 of them so we can give them to everybody. So. Yeah, I know. He's a little penny pincher. So, but no, we're both excited about it. We think it's going to be fantastic, and it's just one more thing that I think we'll purchase. So, yeah, we have people that were literally ready to purchase them for $100. I'm like, we just need to get these in everybody's hands, and we want you to be successful. And the coronavirus special. So in some ways it is, because things are going on that are so crazy that before I've always wanted people to do well with Apex, okay? And I've always wanted it to be a company of integrity. But, just with what's going on, people need everything they can to help them out. So, that's why we're doing this. All right, well, that's our webinar for this evening. And make sure you register for Thursday's webinar. We'll be announcing a platinum winner from the 90-day giveaway, or they can choose 2 days with me, all expenses paid, trading here in my trading suite once the coronavirus is over, which could be a little while. But let's make it happen. Let's be in the room as much as we can. Watch those videos. I called over 100 people today. I'll probably call another 100 people tomorrow. So a lot of y'all got, phone calls from me. So, but I will see y'all tomorrow morning in the room, and I'll see y'all Thursday in the room, and I'll see you Thursday night on the webinar. Sound good? Awesome. Y'all have a good evening. Thank you very much.